So with COVID-19, everyone is on high alert when it comes to germs.
Exactly, and I got the chance to speak to a local company who has the latest technology to keep things clean.
Take a look.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Ryan Mason. He is the owner of Servicemaster by Mason, and Isa Crisatello. What a beautiful name.
Thank you.
You are the owner of Servicemaster by Apple Valley. You guys are the most popular people in the land these days. Tell us a little bit about your company and what you do.
Sure. So Servicemaster is a disaster restoration company that is available to respond to the needs of our customers 24/7, 365. So when you suffer a water damage, a fire, a mold problem, or damage from a catastrophic loss, such as storms, we're there to respond to the need from the beginning of the disaster to the end of the restoration process.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about some of the products that you guys use. What was electrostatic?
Electrostatic, newest technology, Scott, that's we're utilizing to disinfect spaces. Older technologies, remember the old spray bottle?
Yes.
We'll spray it down, we'll wet wipe it. The problem is with that is we don't get enough dwell time. We don't have enough time. The product dries too fast.
Okay.
And we're not killing what we're supposed to be killing, right? The next step up is a fogger, cold fogger, basically puts out a big mist. It's great for horizontal surfaces, large floor areas, awesome, machine to use. But the electrostatic is where it's really key when it comes to getting into nooks and crannies. What electrostatic does, on the end of this handle right here, it puts a negative charge on our solution. So when that charge gets shot out and that solution gets shot out, it draws a 360-degree surface coating around a unit. So it gets in all those little nooks and crannies, which makes it extremely efficient when dealing with a virus or a bacterial issue.
I'm so fascinated by this business. How long has it been around? How long have you guys been around?
So Servicemaster, 50s, out in Chicago
we're going way
initially,
back.
yep. And then they franchised it out, so we are national and now international franchisee system, covering from Japan, across the United States, Canada, Mexico.
And Isa, it's no matter what your problem is, you can clean it up.
Absolutely. We are the restoration experts, restoring not just your property, but peace of mind during your trouble.
And you control a portion of Connecticut, you control east of the river and Rhode Island.
That's correct.
Yes, sir.
So that's pretty cool. You work in tandem together.
Yes.
All right, can you show us how some of these things would work? So you're using this particular, not
Correct. Certain applications may need certain touch points. The goal when we're dealing with our pandemic these days is to make sure the space is clean in general. So you want to make sure you have a deep clean going, making sure you don't have organic matter on surfaces. Once the organic matter has been removed, dust, debris, skin dander, whatever, then you can go ahead and use your disinfecting material to prevent the passing, or if it is on that surface, to destroy that virus.
Got it.
So I can show you. So with the spray bottle, it gets a little messy, and there are drips, and that's the issue. It doesn't get a good full coverage. So you can see that it's not contacting the entire surface.
Right. It's even when I do my own windows, I notice that it doesn't contact the full surface.
Correct. And then we have an urge to get that off really quick. So most dwell time for disinfecting is 60 seconds to a minute to actually kill the virus that we're going after.
Okay.
So as a homeowner, I'm like, my surface is wet, I gotta get it dry. So we'll come in, wipe it all off, and we just moved whatever, if there was a viral bacteria issue here, we just moved it to the bottom because we're just moving around with our towel or rag.
So this is NG, no good.
Yeah, for what we're addressing these days,
no
good.
Okay.
So this is a cold fogger, a fogging unit, and it's a little aggressive, a little loud. So I'll pop it on.
Sure.
You good with that?
Yeah.
So you can see how far that plumage went. It's a little hard to control. So you have product all over the place that you may not necessarily need it or want it.
Okay.
And with the high volume of air that's being pushed, paperwork blowing all over the place, it can get a little.
Can I use that at my wedding for a DJ?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Just come out in the fog?
Yep, exactly. We'll make that happen for you. That's awesome. So let me swap the board here. So with the electrostatic, again, everything's grounded, but just watch the difference between the cold fogger and the electrostatic. It's very controlled, And not only am I getting the front of the board, I'm getting the back. So if you use the old S-swipe test, you can see how well that has covered that surface. And it's getting into all the little grooves where you may not be able to surface clean, but the disinfectant sanitizer will get into those nooks and crannies.
Which is just great, and you look like a Ghostbuster.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
awesome.
absolutely.
It's a Halloween costume.
It's a Halloween costume, and
Yep,
that's just. Oh. So now, what would you do? You would wipe that down?
No,
at this point?
so our disinfectant, Scot, is a dry in place disinfectant.
Oh, okay.
No wipe after, which makes it extremely efficient, cost effective when we're dealing with large areas or tight budgets.
And do you guys do residential and commercial?
We
Absolutely.
do, definitely. Yep.
Absolutely. And you know, sometimes we'll get a call from a business owner that has said, hey, I have an employee that has tested positive. How do I safely reopen and make this area safe for the rest of my staff?
Right.
And we can come in, clean and sanitize, and they're ready to go next thing in the morning.
Which is just great, but not just for COVID. I mean, you guys have been around for years.
Yeah.
You do fire cleanup, as you said,
Yes.
a host of different type of cleanups that you can be responsible for.
Yes, yes. And you come home from a wonderful week on vacation, and you come home to that sewer damage in your basement.
Ugh.
Well, you're here to help.
I know people that's happened to.
Yes, absolutely.
So you just give them a call and you're here to help.
Yes,
sir.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We
Thank you
appreciate
for
your time.
You got it.
Electrostatic.
Electrostatic technology.
Get in touch with Servicemaster. We appreciate it. Give us the name of your company
Yep,
again.
Servicemaster by Mason.
In Servicemaster Apple Valley.
Isa and Ryan, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Awesome.
Great
Thank
to
you,
be
Scott.
here.
Thank you.
Cool.
And while they were here, Kara, they cleaned up our studio. They also sprayed some of our news cars with their equipment. So thanks for keeping us safe here at Channel 3. For more information, you can visit servicemaster.com. Pretty cool.
Yeah, they definitely do look like little Ghostbusters. That's awesome.